You've lost hope that you can put a dent in that. So you've chosen to change the crosshairs, to turn the crosshairs on people closest to you because you feel like you can make a change there. Or you could have your voice be heard there. Okay? The most not charitable interpretation of the actions taking place here is that you're a paid wrecker who is here to infiltrate and constantly distract, deflect, to stop the conversation from moving along.
Hey, I tell you who's not.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why they a lot of these guys that normally lean into these ridiculous smears, these ridiculous criticisms, have to still turn around and say, well, this is a bridge too far. You know, could have been worse. Giannis got banned from entering Germany physically or digitally. What do you mean, dude? It's just, this is it. This is the same shit. What are you talking about?
Coming back here.
Who's not coming back, Sean?
Cenk Uyghur or Hasan Piker's nephew.
Yeah.
Quite sad. They were meant to be speaking at South by Southwest.
Controversial.
Go on.
South by Southwest. On the BDS list, I believe.
Last year it was because of the sponsors. This year it isn't.
Is it not?
No. Oh. I think the sponsor last year was oh God, I can't remember.
I'm wondering, the thing everyone is not aware, they probably have access to everything everywhere, which is scary, but like there's a reason all those data centers are being built, right? It's not just processing. I'm wondering how disconnected your speaking and mouth are from thought processes. Dude, what's going on with the schizo left today? What's happening? Why? What's going on? Why are there so many schizo posters in the chat? Did you guys like all collectively forget to take your medication this morning? What's happening, dude? Big turnout today for all the schizos.
But they had shares in Lockheed Martin.
Yeah.
Which was what the controversy was.
Was it the company that owns Gales?
I don't think it was that distant. Gales...
yeah, because it's a hedge fund that owns Gales, isn't it? And I think the hedge fund also invested in Lockheed Martin or something.
Yeah. So yeah, last night, it would have been the evening in America. Cenk Uyghur tweets saying that he has been banned from the United Kingdom. He's had his visa revoked for his views. In the Times, it said that the UK government's defense was that granting him his visa would be more harm than good. Now,
not conducive to the public good, I believe, is the...
Not conducive to the public good is the quote.
The line that they use. But it's, for balance, it is the same stock line that they use whenever they ban anyone from coming to the UK. That's on it's a version of an electronic visa that if you're famous and you're speaking at something in the UK, you can basically come and go to the UK for a period of 18 months to 2 years, as much as you want. And they both had that, basically.
Yeah.
It is the same stock response when they were banning the far-right speakers from speaking at the United Kingdom rally a couple of weeks ago.
When they were banning people like Tyler, the Creator, a couple of years ago. When Theresa May banned Tyler, the Creator, Snoop Dogg.
But the same when they ban hate preachers. Like, it's just the same loophole that they use for...
Big Maoist communist left Instagram saying you support Bezos and like AI, so I guess this is the feds reveal themselves moments for the AstroTurf. You're not a real leftist puppet accounts. Bro, I could get shot by the paramilitary and these guys would be like, he did it on purpose. You see, I'm the true leftist. Like what's left? Like state imprisonment by the government? Like barring my travel, ridiculous subpoenas coming from the American government to silence political dissidents. And these guys literally still turn around and go, nah, dude, unlike me, a real ultra, real leftist, this guy is a phony. And then they just make shit up. Why can't you have a valid criticism? People have valid criticisms of you, and what you're saying right now is a way to deflect instead of interact with it. Ego trip. This is what I mean. Bruddy, time and place. What's the valid criticism? That I'm too in support of anti-Zionists in the Democratic Party, that I want to put anti-Zionists into power, to have a crumb of political power and expression within the American administration, so there are some allies that can at least create some hurdles. You disagree with that. That's fine, okay? It's not a valid criticism. You're just kind of silly. You have a very silly way of going about things. It's not like I'm saying don't go out and demonstrate. I'm out there in the streets. I'm there demonstrating too. What's the valid criticism? Stop being vague. This is what I mean when I say Israel has to be funding these. In the Hasbara budget, there had to have been some money for the new wave of true expressions of anti-Zionism revolve around attacking other prominent critics of Israel that are being literally attacked by numerous Western states for their critique of the Zionist entity. It has to be, right? I got a congressional bill condemning me. The right wing, a bipartisan congressional bill demanding I get deplatformed. The American state actively coming after me with ridiculous lawfare. The British government turning around and saying you can't travel to the country because of your commentary against Israel. And you still turn around and you're like, no, we got valid critiques, bro. You're deflecting it away. Or maybe you're out of your mind or potentially paid by the state of Israel to constantly behave like a wrecker. What I'm telling you is when you say I could get people say I'm doing it on purpose is nonsense, a way to protect your ego. No one would say that. Yes, they are. They are doing it right now because this is the one step removed from being by the... I just gave you 3 clear-cut examples. The one that remains is directly going to prison or being killed. That's it. What more remains here? What more remains? With your estimation, what more could the state do? They could jail me right now or kill me. So if you're doing it at this point, if you're still going, nah, these are valid criticisms actually that you're deflecting away, then it's very clear. You're not a serious person. I swear to God, this has to be an infiltration. IG post aimed at CIA left comms LARPing as leftists. What? What is this? Be radicalized into a life of care? What the f is this? Environmental collapse. Collaboration is not canonization. What is this? We need to have imperfect allies. Wait, oh, this is just saying that I'm an imperfect ally and everybody needs to calm down. I gotta stop looking at Instagram regardless. Yeah, this would be like, I got valid criticisms of you. Brother, wake up. The forces with actual power that you claim to oppose me because they despise you, okay? The specific valid criticism is who you choose to promote. Yeah, do you mean AOC? Because I'm not promoting AOC. She's promoting me, you idiot. Again, I don't have the power there. She does. She's not only a congressperson, but one of the most popular congresspersons in the Democratic Party. Bernie Sanders, is that who you're saying? The literal most popular congressperson in the United States of America? In spite of our disagreements on the issue of Israel, you still have yet to name an actual criticism. At some point, you have to realize you're not actually invested in productive organizing, coalition building, fighting against Zionism, fighting against the Israeli state, fighting against the American state's growing fascism. You're just in here to chirp. The most sincere criticism here to your actions is that you recognize your powerlessness, so you choose to fight those who are closest to you, who will listen to your cries. Okay, this is an expression of powerlessness in the face of tremendous systemic cruelty that you know is impossible to put a dent in. You've lost hope that you can put a dent in that, so you've chosen to change the crosshairs, to turn the crosshairs on people closest to you, because you feel like you can make a change there, or you could have your voice be heard there. Okay? The most not charitable interpretation of the actions taking place here is that you're a paid wrecker who is here to infiltrate and constantly distract, deflect, to stop the conversation from moving along.
Anyone that they don't want to come here that's high profile.
Backbench Labour MPs last week were encouraging Shabana Mahmood to do this.
One backbench Labour MP, David Taylor, who he's blocked me on Twitter.
He's what?
He blocked me on Twitter.
For why?
Because I raised a completely fair criticism of him. Not even over the kneecap stuff. Basically, David Taylor.
I just question why you shouldn't be banned for your support of government-designated terrorist organizations. Wait, no, don't ban that guy. Don't block that guy. Even though that's funny, it's a little taste of his own medicine. Okay, buddy, you have to understand that analysis over why militant resistance forms against Israel's genocide is a valid conversation to be had, right? And because you can't have that conversation because you're worried that people are going to agree because people are, you're worried that people are going to agree. You're like, no, we should ban you instead. This is literally the problem. This is the problem. So you answer my question. What should people do when Israel is destroying their homeland? What should people do? Should they sit back, play patty cakes, wait for their untimely demise? I'm a political commentator. I can have a different opinion than you on this issue. We can have a normal conversation around it. You can deliver your counterpoints. You can say, no, you don't understand. These entities are actually wrong. They do not actually abide by the international rights given to all peoples to rise up in arms against a colonial occupation. What you can't do is just lean into vague definitions created by the American state with the express purpose of silencing dissent. I just question why you shouldn't be banned for your support of government-designated terrorist organizations. Should we not have a conversation about the designation of terrorism? Yes, I've heard your rallying cry. Take a day off. I saw your dumbass tweet on Twitter, okay? I know I'm going to now have a lifelong hater. Not everyone trying to organize outside of the Democratic Party is an ultra. I know that, okay? I know that. I agree. I don't disagree with that sentiment. You've decided that I disagree with that sentiment. There's a difference between organizing outside of the Democratic Party, which I 100% am in support of and actually continue to defend, and then people that come up outside of a concentration camp and go, dude, you love Zionist Democrats. Here's my 30-person view count live stream. Please follow me instead. That's not organizing. Chirping on Twitter is not organizing. Please take a deep breath and really reconsider your stances. When the fuck have I denied organizing outside of the Democratic Party? When the fuck have I said that that's a bad thing? Anyway, as we were saying, how can they can resist in ways that doesn't go out of their way to harm civilians? What the fuck are you talking about, brother? They can resist in ways that doesn't go out of their way to harm civilians. That's your assessment. See how we're having a conversation now? See how we're having a conversation all of a sudden? Yeah, protest peacefully, Hezbollah. Protest peacefully, Palestinians. As there's an ethnic cleansing campaign taking place. Protest peacefully against the ethnic cleansing campaign. Who's killed more civilians, you fucking asshole? The Israeli state or Hezbollah? Who's killed more civilians, the Israeli state or Hamas? The answer is very clear. That's why most people have no retort, no counter message when I say Hamas is 1,000 times better than Israel. Because it's true, like mathematically true. Yeah, protest against chattel slavery, protest against the British occupation of Ireland, protest peacefully, please. Meanwhile, I am doing peaceful protest. I'm a commentator. I'm not a militant. And yet, my travel is being restricted, and I'm currently experiencing repression for my political dissent, and you're over here justifying that. So it doesn't seem like you're in favor of peaceful protest either, jackass. Haven't you realized that you're actually justifying state repression against peaceful fucking protest? When you do that, am I offering material support to any of these state-sponsored, state-designated terrorist organizations? No, I'm not. And yet the state is engaging in repression all the same. At a certain point, you have to realize, like, wait, maybe I don't have a consistent position on this. This is not a justification of targeting civilians. You are saying they're deliberately targeting civilians, for the record. I've never justified that. If I did, I'd be defending the Israeli state because they do that as a matter of state policy, as a matter of military policy. Palestinians have peacefully protested against the state of Israel over and over again. They've been slaughtered.